Hello and welcome to Attitude's Bleach 101, where we tell you everything you might need to know about bleaching your hair at home. So why bleach your hair in the first place? Well, bleach actually opens your hair follicles and removes the pigment. So generally speaking, if you don't bleach your hair before dyeing, the dye will create a layer on top of the hair and be washed out quickly, instead of being able to penetrate the hair follicles. You can read more about the structure of your hair in our blog below. Removing the color will also create the perfect base. Imagine throwing paint on a black wall versus a white wall. The white wall will often have the brighter and better result. First, let's determine your hair level. Everyone's hair is on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being the darkest and 10 being the lightest. You should bleach your hair no matter which level you are because this helps absorb the dye better. The goal for the perfect base is a level 10. Keep in mind, the darker your hair, the more underlying pigment you have. So after the bleach process, you might end up with some red or orange or yellow undertones instead of a perfect platinum base. Use the lowest volume possible. We would always recommend to start off with a volume 20 for level 6 to 10 hair, a volume 30 for level 2 to 5 hair, and only to use volume 40 for thick 1 to 2 level hair. To prevent excess damage, use a lower volume and leave it in for a little bit longer. Make sure to constantly check. Make sure you haven't washed your hair for at least 2 days to protect your scalp with your natural oils. Just make sure it's not too oily or has too many styling products on, and brush it beforehand to remove any tangles. Mix together all of the powder and activator into a plastic dye bowl. Mix until it's fully combined and it should be a light blue color. If possible, have a friend assist with the next few steps to ensure you haven't missed any sections. Part your dry hair into at least 4 sections and apply the bleach generously on the lengths using an application brush and gloves. Start at the bottom and back of your hair and work your way up. Do not, I repeat, do not start at your roots. Leave a few centimeters blank and do the roots at the very end. Hair closer to the roots process faster due to the heat from your scalp. If the roots are done first, they may turn lighter than the rest of the hair and could even cause it to break, which you obviously want to avoid. Keep checking your hair every 5 minutes to see how far your hair has processed. You can use the back of the brush to scrape away some of the product to see how light your hair has become. If you're experiencing any burning or itching or your hair is feeling elastic, then please wash it off immediately. Once you've reached the desired lightness of your hair, you can wash it out with lukewarm water and the Holy Plex shampoo to wash out any stubborn residue. Please be gentle on your scalp because it's been through a lot, just don't be too rough. Do not bleach twice because it will severely damage your hair. We recommend waiting at least 6 weeks between bleaches. You can now dye your hair immediately after bleaching it. This is because the hair follicles are now open and ready to receive color. If your hair now has a red or orange undertone to it, we recommend using a red-based color. If you use a green-based color, you might end up with brownish, muted hair. This is purely because of color theory. If you would like to learn more about the color wheel and how to get the perfect color match, then go to the blog below. If you want to stick to the blonde and not use any special color, we still recommend using a toner such as Pure because this removes any yellow coloring from freshly bleached hair. If you don't want to color your hair, make sure to still use the Holy Plex mask to nurture your hair back to health and the Holy Plex finishing spray to lock in all of the color and make sure that the follicles close again. And that was the full process. I hope you learned a lot. If you'd like to learn even more, you can check out our blog for more tips and tricks and inspiration, or you can come to one of our events or pop-up shops where you can get some personalized advice, maybe even a makeover, and also get some tips and tricks, meet some like-minded friends, and attend some workshops where you can learn more about bleach, hair dye, hair care, some different hair dye techniques, and just generally have some fun. See you!